The Black Death was a devastating global epidemic of bubonic plague that struck Europe and Asia in the mid-14th century. It is widely considered the most fatal pandemic in human history, killing up to 200 million people. The plague is caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, which is carried by fleas living on black rats. It originated in Central Asia or East Asia and traveled along the Silk Road, reaching the Crimea by 1343. From there, it was likely carried by Genoese trading ships to the ports of the Mediterranean. It arrived in Sicily in 1347, and within years, it had spread to Italy, France, Spain, and England. The symptoms were terrifying: fever, vomiting, and painful black swellings called buboes in the groin or armpits. Medical knowledge at the time was primitive. Doctors blamed bad air or planetary alignment. Plague doctors wore terrifying beak-like masks filled with aromatic herbs to protect themselves from the miasma. The death toll was catastrophic. It is estimated that Europe lost 30 to 60% of its entire population. Entire villages were depopulated and abandoned, leaving fields overgrown and animals untended. In cities like Florence and Paris, the dead piled up in the streets faster than they could be buried. The psychological impact was profound. Some turned to extreme religious penance, like the flagellants. Others embraced hedonism, believing they should eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow they would die. The plague triggered waves of persecution against Jews, foreigners, and lepers, who were scapegoated for the disease. Economically, the Black Death transformed Europe. The massive loss of life created a severe labor shortage, giving surviving peasants more bargaining power. Wages rose, and the strict bonds of feudalism began to crumble as serfs moved to where the pay was best. This shift laid the groundwork for the end of the Middle Ages and the rise of a modern economy. The authority of the Catholic Church was also weakened, as prayer failed to stop the plague and many priests died. Art and literature became obsessed with death, as seen in the Danse Macabre, or Dance of Death motif. The pandemic recurred periodically for centuries, though never with the same total devastation as the first wave. It wasn't until the late 19th century that the bacterium was identified and effective treatments were found. The Black Death remains a stark reminder of humanity's vulnerability to nature. It reshaped the genetic, social, and economic history of the world in ways that are still studied today.